Hello guys, welcome to our new video tutorial series. And in my previous video we had explained about how we're going to use the code pipeline and how we deploy codes from GitHub to an S3 bucket. And also we discussed how what's the downtime on the server, how we're going to use the blue-green deployment. So in my this video we will discuss about and give you a demo how we're going to create a basic code pipeline that automatically builds and deploy code from a GitHub. Okay, so first we need to create a new bucket again. Like every time we create a new bucket, we already have some buckets. We just gonna need to search S3 here, and then you will see we have a lot of buckets here. So I'm just gonna create a new one again because every bucket we use for a different purpose. We can use the same bucket if you already have one. So and I will use this new bucket, and we're gonna say DevOps CI. We're gonna say DevOps. Oh, we cannot use uppercase, so we're gonna use DevOps 10.10.25, and I'm gonna save this name as well in my file because we need to use this one sometime. Okay, and then it will ask there's an option like we're gonna use general purpose, and then we're gonna enable ACLS enable, and then we're gonna uncheck this block all public access because we want this to be public. Okay, and then we're gonna go down little, and then it says bucket versioning. We're gonna enable this one as well because we're gonna update real time and then see how it's gonna react. Okay, and then we're gonna create this bucket, which is create bucket. After pressing okay, everything's done. We're gonna create bucket. Okay, it says okay, I acknowledge. Sorry, I just forgot this one. So that's a good thing about AWS. If you forget something, they will let you know what you forget, and then you just need to go back. Some websites don't have this. So uh, also, like bucket name should be we call it like unique because it's worldwide. So I'm just gonna search for my bucket is right there. We're gonna click here, and then this will open a bucket for us. Okay, so now what we're gonna do is uh, we just need to create a code pipeline and then connect with our GitHub server, which I already have some so I'm just gonna search here code pipeline right there. Okay, and then we're gonna create a new pipeline for our project which we are doing. That's the previous one, and it asking like how you gonna use our pipeline. We're gonna use with this one deployment. We're gonna use the custom pipeline as well. Let's see next, and then we're gonna say the name of the pipeline, DevOps. We're gonna use the same name of the bucket. Let's see it's gonna allow us or not. Okay, and then it will say queue parallel new service role, and then we click next. Okay, and then it was asking your service provider because if you are creating a new bucket, you need to select the GitHub from here, which is GitHub via GitHub app. Okay, and then it was asking connect to GitHub. I already have the GitHub, so I'm just gonna give the connection name and then connect to GitHub. It takes a time to authenticate, and then perfect, it's connected. And then now you need to put the repository name. So I already have a test repository which I made which has some HTML files, and then default branch obviously main, and then so after you put like main, and then you'll see there's two options, which is good GitHub, code pipeline default, and then full clone webhooks next. And then it was asking how we gonna, so it's an optional thing, we're gonna do this like by default. You can skip the settings as well. So I'm just gonna skip this, skip build stage. So it's gonna ask like, skip the test stage as well. Build stage, we can skip the build stage, we can skip the test phase as well. But if we do Amazon S3, let's see, it's gonna say as an option. We're gonna skip this one as well. But deploy, you need to use this. So we're gonna use S3 right there. And then it was asking your region, and then the same bucket you make, right? And then it's my Virginia. I'm gonna put the is by define, and then we need to, oh sorry, we need to give the bucket name that we created, which is this one. And then it was asking like, do you have any S3 support key? I don't have anything, so I'm just gonna say extract before deploying. Okay. And then it's an optional thing, we just keep skipping the optional thing. And then we gonna create next. And then it says here's your setting, please make sure you check your settings, and then create pipeline. So you will see we if you follow my AWS certified